Hello, I'm Kylie, and welcome to my little corner of the world. Today we will be doing a look inspired heavily by Jordy from It's Likely Makeup. She did a monochromatic green holiday look, which will be linked. I'm going to be using exclusively the Take Me Back to Brazil palette by BH Cosmetics though. She mixed in a couple other palettes to do her look, and I thought you could do it all with one palette. So I'm gonna do it that way. I stuck my finger in eyeshadow, and now I have it all over everything. So I'm going to scoot in, and we'll do this first eye on camera, and then the other eye off camera, so we're not here for 40 minutes. And then we'll be back. So, to start, we're going to take a small rounded brush and the darkest green that is matte in the palette, and we are going to set that just above our crease in a kind of winged out sloped shape. And it's going to blend all the way into the inner corner here, so don't worry about it. You can lay this down sloppy because we're going to blend it out with some other colors in just a minute. Okay, and so that's what we have. Seems a little unblended in this corner, so you're going to have to go in and blend it a little more. But we have just kind of like a little bit of green right above our crease. And I'm going to go in on top of that with a flat shading crease brush. And this lightest green in the palette, and go right above that to add kind of a yellowy green fade. And then I'm going to go back in with that brush with this, the shade next to the deepest matte green in the palette. Just go in between those two colors and over the darkest green. Now this is going to take a while to blend. Take your time, put on some music, and I'll speed this blending up for you. And then after you blend that, I'm going to go in with a clean blending brush. Doesn't look clean, but it's stained green because I've tried this look before. And we're just going to go in and blend some more. And the clean brush will pick up pigment because it's diffusing the edges. So now instead of a black eye, we have a green eye. And from that, we're going to deepen up the crease even more. How would we do that if we don't have a darker green? It's an only green look. We're going to tap both into the darkest non-shimmer green and the black in the palette and kind of mix the shades, which will give you a better outcome and look. And then we're going to just put that down in an upside down C right at the end of those other colors. And we're going to lay it down and we're going to blend it in. So taking more of the darkest non-shimmer green, and blending that. And then here we're going to cut the crease with whatever concealer you have to hand, as long as it's lighter than your skin tone, or white, you know, because it'll give a nice base for whatever bright colors we have going on the lid. And it will also add a poppy effect. So I like to stare directly into my mirror, but the mirror down from me just a little bit to get my perfect cut crease. And I steady my hand on whatever is available. And I have slightly hooded eyes, so I will go up higher than I think I need, so it'll show up when my eyes open. So the more hooded your eye is, the more you'll have to change the step to fit your eye. I'm going to go back in with that flat packer brush and the darkest green mixed with the black, and put that on the very outer corner. I'm going to go in with a much less dense packing brush. I'm going to take this shade in the palette and just put that on the very edge of that. Blending the two colors together. And I will take that color from there to about the outside of my iris when I'm looking straight. And then with the same brush, just taking the color off of it, I'm going to go in with the slightly lighter green and finish out where that concealer is. Tapping that over where both the mid-tone yellow and the lightest yellow meet. That's basically that. I'm going to take a smaller brush, going with this highlight. It has a green tone. And I'm going to use that to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. Now this next step is up to you. Jordy did a glitter at the top of her cut crease, so I'm going to do that too because I really like the look. If you don't want to, you can leave it at this. You can add a silver. I'm using a silver mixed with greenish blue glitter because it's all I have. And what I'm going to do is take some lash glue, whatever you have to hand, on the back of my hand with an angled brush. This is a brush I've used for glitter eyeliner effects before, so it's already kind of stuck together. So I'm not going to ruin another brush, I'm just going to keep using this brush. I'm going to pat the glue right along the edge of that cut crease. And then dip it into the glitter and tap that right along as well. I recommend looking down and forward when you do glitter so it doesn't drop into your eye. I'm going to take that glitter all the way from the inner corner till it touches the darkest color. And then I'm going to do a nice little winged liner. I am using black. If you have a green pencil liner that you can smudge out, it would look really good. A dark green or a black that you could smudge out. But I don't. So I'm going to do a nice little wing. And I'm not going to talk because it's going to be really hard to do that. So we'll reconvene when I'm done. Now I'm going to do the other eye. And mascara and lash. Oh, I have to finish this lower lash line with this brush because I like that. It's my favorite under eye blending brush. One that farther down, and then I'm going to take this mid-tone green. Closer to the lash line, and then the darkest green right up on the lash line and under that eyeliner. And so I'll be right back after the other eye. And we're back. Both eyes done. Put on a little bronzer and the same highlighter I used to highlight my inner corner and my brow bone. So what I used on my face to give it a more cohesive look. I'm going to take a red lip liner today. You could pair this with black if you were going for like a more Seven Deadly Sins greed inspired look, which I thought would be really cool with this, but I didn't go for it because I'm going for a Mrs. Grinch inspired tutorial. So I'm going to line my lips and then fill them in with a gloss that's very pigmented. And the gloss is in the same color as the lip liner. But if you don't have a red gloss tan, you could have a red lip with a gloss over it, or a matte red lip. Oh, like I said, you could put a green lip with this, or a black lip even. And that is our finished look today. I hope you like it. I hope you'll come back for the next one. Thank you so much.